Welcome back to Second Act Simplified. This podcast is for women in midlife who are ready for something to call their own. Join me today as we talk about podcast setups and some affordable or cheap options to do that. If you are listening to the podcast, I would really love it if you went back and also watched the video on YouTube. I did the layout and the format a little bit different this week so that you could get an idea of what some options might be if you're like, hey, I don't have the right setup or a fancy studio for a podcast. You really don't need that. And some of the best YouTube videos are from people just sitting wherever they're at. Maybe they're in their back porch, at their dining room table, in their kitchen. We are looking to connect with people in real life. There's this push to get away from AI. There's a really great opportunity to have just honest conversations wherever you're at today. So don't feel like you can't get started because you don't have a fancy setup. You really don't need it. In today's episode, we'll talk through how I'm improvising to get some aesthetic in some of my shots, but in reality, I also want to be transparent that anybody could do this. Everything that I talk about today will be in the show notes so that you can reference the microphones and the table, everything that I'm using. I'm testing out a new microphone today, and it's not really new. It's about, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 4 years old, probably. I don't remember what year I bought it. I remember telling my husband years ago, I would probably start a podcast soon. He bought me a nice microphone, and I promptly put it on a shelf for when I start my podcast and forgot about it. So we were cleaning our basement, and my husband, after I now have 2 mics that are pretty cheap but work great, my husband said to me, do you know you have this nice microphone? No, I totally forgot about it. I actually thought maybe it was yours. So here we are today. We are using the new microphone and testing out the sound qualities. I'll put the details in the show notes about the microphone and the 2 other microphones coming up here soon. Today really is about affordable podcasting setup. So it looks like I have a pretty nice podcasting setup. And to be fair, I am using my basement. Nobody really hangs out down here. I'm using space that is largely unused. I don't have a fancy desk right here. I have a nice desk somewhere else, but I need that desk for my work. I have plastic party tables and have some things on it. I did get a microphone, newer condenser microphone kits. Looks nice, seems to be working well, and it's cool looking. That's why I like it a lot. I think it's Fee-Fine. I might not be saying it right. I call it Fee-Fine. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Microphone. I've used this a couple times for podcasts. I can't tell the difference between this microphone and this microphone. The Fee-Fine was definitely under $20. I would expect that one, it has the arm, it anchors to the table or desk. I would think that was probably more expensive. If you're really looking to just get started, fabulous option. Looks cool, very cheap.
So you're probably thinking, okay, I don't have a basement or a finished basement. That's not a space I can use. I've used a desk in our spare bedroom. That works well. You could use your living room. You could use your dining room table. You could use your kitchen counter. I mean, there are a lot of ways, and people now, trends change within a year, but right now, people are looking to connect with humans and not say, be real. Wherever you're at, that's where I would film and not worry so much about the setup. Just get started. And even in the short time I've been doing this, I think the first episode may have come out in September or October. I think September. I've learned so much. My videos, maybe questionably, are getting better. I am getting more views. I'm even seeing on my other YouTube channel videos that I haven't, because I haven't worked on that channel very much recently, that old videos that I posted are now getting found because people are searching for some of those terms and finding them. So very much like the blog, podcast growth or YouTube video growth is going to take some time. People need to see that you're going to be committed and regular. And so that takes time, and the algorithm works that way too. They're not going to push new content out to everybody unless it's viral and something everybody has to see. They're not going to push real new content unless it's something people are looking for. So hopefully this has been helpful. Would love for you to like, subscribe, follow, depending on what platform you're listening to, and have a great weekend.